this is Eldad Amara, back with another video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell in the top right hand corner of your screen. That way, every time I drop a new video, you will be notified of this. Listen, today I want to talk about words and how words can be spells. Words conjures up certain types of emotions, feelings, such as anger, hate, jealousy, happiness, enviousness, and all these other emotions. The news that we watch on TV, right, they're very good at using various different types of terminology, phrases and words in order to conjure up certain types of emotions, to stir up certain type of feelings. My grandmother, when I was younger, always used to say, be careful of what comes out of your mouth. And what comes out your mouth also gives life to things. Days ago, this is on British TV, they were saying, this was the newsreaders, that we are going to be going into a depression coming up to this autumn. Now, why do they use that word depression? And what does the word depression conjure up? What kind of emotion are they open to for their viewers to have using the word depression, right? Here I have a definition of what the word depression actually means. This is by the World Health Organization. Symptoms and patterns. During a depressive episode, the person experiences depressed mood, feeling sad, irritable, empty, or a loss of pleasure. Depression is a low mood that lasts for weeks or months and affects your daily life. So listen, these people who are reading the news out to you, they use certain key words, certain words because they want to try and stir up a certain type of emotion within you. When you hear the word depression or depressed, right, it conjures up a feeling of anger, fear, anxiety, and all these other emotions. Remember, I said that words are spells, and words carry different vibration. They carry different energy, right? They carry different frequencies. You see, when you've got your Bible open, this is not meant to be any put down to people who are religious, but when you're calling on certain gods from the Bible, like the Elohim, or you're calling on Jehovah, or you're calling on Jesus, do you know that all of these different words have different frequencies and have different vibration? If the gods or God that you're calling on does not answer your prayer, maybe because it's not the right God that you're calling on. That is just giving you an example. It's like if you got a dog and your dog's name may be Russell or something. If you call your dog and it does not respond to you, it's because the dog doesn't recognize the name, right? So when people are calling in prayer out certain deities, how do they know that that deity is listening to them or not? They could be calling on the wrong deity, and that's why this deity is not responding to their prayers. Going back to this word depression, right? You hear often this term economic depression, but what is an economic depression? If somebody's depressed, right, as in the version given by the World Health Organization, that is a feeling of sadness, irritability, a feeling of emptiness, a feeling of loss. So what is economic depression then? An economic depression is a period of sustained long-term downturn in economic activity in one or more economies. The word slump or downturn. Slump. When you think about slump, you think about something going down. Yeah? When you think about downturn, right? Downturn, you think about something going down. It's like quite negative. So they use all these languages, all these terms, all these phrases, and it conjures up certain emotions and certain feelings within people. You look at the word terrorist. The word terrorist. What do you think when you hear that word terrorist? You think about bombings. You think about killings. You think about murder. So when you hear the word terrorist, it's quite a negative, yeah, word. It has negative connotations attached to it. The FBI's definition of terrorism: the unlawful use of force or violence against a person or property to intimidate or coerce a government, the civilian population, or segments thereof, in the furtherance of political or social objectives. Right, that's the FBI's definition. Right, so they have created this definition. Right, and what does that conjure up in people's minds when they hear the word terror and terrorism? Do you know also that if you use these words when you're on your computer or you're on your telephone, right, there's computers underneath the ground, and they'll be activated by these key words. Yeah, use anything like Al-Qaeda, use any words such as bombing, use any words such as terrorism, and it'll set off the computers. Right, the CIA have got computers on the ground. Right, so as the British MI5 and MI6, they have these computers, and if you use certain keywords, it will trigger off a computer which will then record your conversation. I keep telling you, words are spells. People get spellbound by words. Right? Words carry different frequencies, different energy, and different sounds. You think, if you're a soldier and you hear the word charge, charge, what are you going to do? Just that one word, charge, it activates you to get into action. It would cause you to be alert, to stand, right, and to react to that word, charge, charge. Okay, so just by that word alone creates a certain type of emotion. If words aren't spells, you turn around and you call a woman a bitch. You turn around and you say to a woman, yeah, it could be your girlfriend or your friend or even your mother, you bitch. And hear the tone and the pitch, you bitch. You bitch. You bitch! You fucking bitch! You bitch. Hear the different tones? That's carrying different frequency and different emotions. Right? If you were to turn around and say to your girlfriend, you bitch, it will create a certain type of emotion within her. Right? And she'll probably respond. And it could be quite a negative response. You might get a slap across the face. Right? She might start arguing with you or call you a name back. It could be the C-U-N-T word. Yeah? Or the P-R-I-C-K. Go back to when I was talking about various different deities and different gods. Right? People who are caught up in religion, I don't know if they ever really study what the word, for example, Jehovah means. They might use the word loosely and in their everyday prayers when they're talking about Jehovah. But what or whom is actually Jehovah? The same thing again with Elohim, right? Who are the Elohim? Elo means one, yeah? Elo, right? God, singular, right? Elohim means more than one. It's a plural. Elohim. Who are these Elohims? Are they good beings or are they bad beings? Are you calling on negative entities or are you calling on positive entities? And that was a point which I was trying to make. You ever notice some words are quite similar but mean different things? You got the word crisis. Crisis. What is a crisis? Yeah, it's it's an event. Yeah, and a negative event. When you're in some kind of crisis, you're in some kind of problem. The word crisis and Christ. See how similar they are? Crisis and Christ. Right? When people are in crisis, they pray to Christ. Why are these two words so similar? Can you see the similarity in connotation? Can you see the similarities? Christ and crises. When people are in trouble, when they are feeling low, right? When they're feeling quite negative, they call on Christ for help. Let's talk. So again, let's talk about a play on words. Satan is supposed to be a negative being, yeah? He's a fallen angel. But how do we know this for definite, that he is a fallen angel and that he's a negative being? How do you know that he's not really a positive being? And then you've got Lucifer. The deity Lucifer, we always look upon him as being a negative being, yeah? A malevolent being, not a benevolent being. But how do we know for definite that he's not a positive being? It's only what we've been told through our books and through our Bible. How do we know that Lucifer is not really a good being, right? And the person opposed to him is really the bad being? And do you know, like, you got Lucifer and you got Satan. Satan and Lucifer are not the same beings. And I guess there's a lot of people out there that don't even realize this. Satan and Lucifer are not the same beings. So when we pray and we give over our energy to things, we have to be careful because we don't know what we're actually giving our energies over to. And that's the point what I'm trying to make, right? We use a lot of terminology, right? And we're giving over our powers, yeah? And our being and our emotions to something that we don't really know what it is. Those people are in charge of us, the elite. They know this, and they make language, deliberately confusing. For example, you got the name Sean. Sean could be spelled S-A-S-E-A-N. S-E-A-N. I think that's the Irish spelling of it. And you got Sean. S-H-A-U-N. Sean. S-H-A-U-N. Why are words so confusing? It's deliberately made like this. Name as well. Siobhan. Siobhan. It sounds like Sioban. Right? The way that, when you look at it on a piece of paper, it looks like Sioban. Yeah? But it's pronounced Siobhan. Things are spelt are so confusing. Yeah? It is a spell, isn't it? It is a spell. Siobhan. S-I-A-B-H-A-N. Shaboon. It sounds like Sioban. Right? It sounds like Sioban. Look at the word Stuart. Stuart could be spelled two different ways. S-T-U-A-R-T. Stuart. And you got Stewart. S-T-E-W-A-R-T. Stewart. Two different ways of spelling Stewart. The English language is such a tough language to learn. It's really difficult. And it's cast in a lot of spells. It's cast in a lot of spells. Spelling is a spell. It's like a form of witchcraft, right? You're bound up in words. Words are spells. Words are spells. Right, let's look at the word spell. There's a couple of different definitions. Right. 1. Give in the correct order the letters that form a word. And another form of spell is a formula of words supposed to have magic power. That's supposed to have magic power. So you got two different types of spell there, yeah? Spelling a word, yeah? Such as it could be witch. But which witch am I talking about? The witch on a broomstick? Or am I talking about witch as in direction? If I'm talking about witch on a broomstick that casts magic spells, I'm talking about the W-I-T-C-H. Witch. However, the other type of witch, as in direction, is spelled W-H-I-C-H. But phonetically, they both sound the same or very similar, but they have two different meanings. Two words so close together that sound very similar but have different meanings. You take bear again, which is a word, and beer. Bear, as in a polar bear, B-E-A-R, and bear, as in a drink, an alcoholic drink, is B-E-E-R. Bear. But they both sound phonetically the same. You see, sometimes as well, people can cast spells on their own selves, yeah, by being quite negative in their language. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh no, I haven't got the time for that. I haven't got the time for this. Oh, I wish I had more time. Yeah? So they're casting negative spells upon themselves by saying that they can't. So now they've cast negative spells upon themselves instead of using more positive language. And it's very important to try and use positive language whenever you can. As I say, words carry different frequencies and different emotions. Okay? It carries different vibration and all these other things that go along with it. When a person starts to feel down and they start to feel depressed, right, it leads to a vicious cycle. The next thing they're doing is smoking or drinking alcohol excessively, yeah, or taking some kind of drug like cocaine or heroin or something, yeah, or overeating or not eating at all, yeah. So these are the sorts of things that can happen when a person starts to feel quite low and quite depressed. And this can be caused simply by just the language that a person is using, or the language that the media is using, or people on social media, because it has a knock-on effect. Next time you turn on the TV and you're watching the news, listen to the language that they use in the news. Listen to the jargon that they use. Yeah? The phrases and keywords. Also, when you're watching adverts, listen to the language that they're using. Listen to the tones as well, because tones is also very important. Yeah? The tone that they're using on these adverts. Right, I'd like to finish off with this word. Spellbound. It means entranced. Entranced. So, words are spells. And these spells can leave you entranced. Yeah? In other words, it could leave you hypnotized. Words are very, very important, and people don't realize the importance of language. Yeah? And when people are on the news, and when people are on adverts, or on social media, yeah, even with your films, they use certain words, and these words conjure up certain spells. And it's important for you to know the importance of some of these meanings and terms, yeah, and phrases. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe and share. Eldad Amara.